season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. They're able to shut down the running play in second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have the home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get thrown all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Hurts. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And this passing game's offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
And the Burrow has started getting into a pretty good rhythm here. He keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in the huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Second down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Burrow will throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chubb again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Man talk about it usually meant.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. Just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A loss of 4 yards on the play. Third down and 6 to go.
Hurts.
Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
So first
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Hurts throw completed to Mechie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Mechie has it on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Throwing is Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. First down. Here's Burrow.
Open man is Duvernay.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Burrow on first down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Chubb will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2 for the 1. Another nice gain there on that one. I think you can really pin part of the deficit on failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multi-dimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 24. Burrow going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins with career touchdown number 60. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Okay, ready?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw.
This will be complete to Mechie.
Oh, he sheds himself free. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ready?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 on a first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side completes and Mechie. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. More points allowed since the break, and you can add another conversion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Caught left side by Mechie. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. In this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road.